5 reasons for dating Argentinian women. Today we discuss. Welcome to Continental Insider, the offshore consulting service for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, and related internationals with a boots on the ground approach. For more information, please check out continentalinsider.com. Today we are going to discuss 5 reasons for dating Argentinian women. You know, I love Argentina and a lot of fun things to do over there. And of course, dating is certainly one of them. And in case you're a single man, and if you're not single, just a bunch of other things to do in Argentina, of course. And today's video, please take it with a grain of salt. This is just food for thought. And so today, just for fun, we're going to list 5 reasons for dating Argentinian women. So let's start. Number 1, obviously, because they are beautiful. The beauty that you see in Argentina, of course, if you've never been in Argentina and you see social media, you can see that compared to the rest of Latin America, Argentinian women are more Caucasian, you see more blondes, you see more redheads that, well, there are not that many, but you know the point. Many descendants from Europeans, from Germans, from Italians, from Spaniards, from Russians, actually, not as much. But of course, that's the picture that you have regarding the physique and the demographics of Argentina. But of course, you also have a bunch of, more Latino-looking females. And also in Argentina, you're going to see a bunch of Colombianas, a bunch of fellow Venezuelans. You're going to see a lot of women from Dominican Republic. Actually, I have an Argentinian friend that he married a Dominican women, and actually they are very happily married. But, well, today is just about the Argentinian women. Now, regarding the looks of your typical Argentinian, you can see yet again a bunch of Caucasians, also a bunch of Latino looking, particular case. And if that's your particular preference, your main preference, you want to date more Caucasian women, more European looking women, Argentina has you covered. So no problem on that regard. But anyways, Argentinians are, of course, yet again, blonde with beautiful green eyes, blue eyes, also more darkish hair, darkish eyes, and everything in between. Now, the issue with Argentina is that usually, just as I said previously, they are more European looking compared to the rest of Latin America. So the drawback, if you want to call it, is that if you like more of a, curvy looking women, with rounder hips or bigger thighs, things like that, well, in Argentina probably it's not going to be the best place. But of course, a bunch of Argentinian females with very nice bodies. So overall, so regarding physique, I'm sure you're gonna be okay dating in Argentina. The second reason is that Argentinian females are fun. And yet again, every time that I used to go out in Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina, is that every time that I start mingling with females and so on, they are very entertaining, they are very fun, they are very outspoken regarding that. Usually they are not shy, they are not, they are not boring at all. So they are very chatty, so you can start conversations. And usually you don't get bored talking with Argentinian females. Usually have a lot of topics of conversation. So on that regard, regardless of the social situation. Women over there, like, they're very fun, cool to hang out. And also, if you have very interesting topics that you know a lot, you are very knowledgeable about, they are very curious, they want to know, a little bit more about you, or what you do, or what are your hobbies, and so on. And also, if you like dancing and things like that, uh, Argentina has you covered. Argentinian women, they are more flexible regarding things to do, they are not narrow-minded. So different activities, different topics of conversation. So the range is actually wide over there. So you can have a bunch of cool experience with women over there in Argentina. Reason number 3 is culture. Argentinian women actually, something that happens not only with Argentinian women, but people from Argentina overall, both males and females, is that the gap between people is very wide compared to other parts in Latin America. Regarding that, in the rest of Latin America, people are kind of the same. Meanwhile, in Argentina, it's wider the range of, let's say, knowledge and experience and things to do and hobbies and things like that. So it's more of an open-minded society, put it like this. Something that happens also is very funny, is that if you know people on the top 10% of Argentinians, and I'm not saying on income, I'm saying, on culture, on IQ, on performance overall. The top 10% of Argentinians are very different compared to the, let's say, the average, quote unquote, on the bell curve distribution. So it's a very big gap, and the bottom of the barrel is, way bottom of the barrel. Anyways, regarding Argentinian women, is that the top 10%, top 20% of Argentinian females, regarding culture, regarding skills, regarding intelligence, and so on, those particular top 20%, they read a lot, they have a lot of culture, they know a lot about different topics all over the world, and so very fun to hang out with on that regard. So it's gonna be a very thrilling experience. I never ever got bored, or I wasn't in a position that we are not having any topic of conversation. That's the cool thing about Argentinians overall, right? Actually, Argentinian people are actually very cool people, at least on that top 20% threshold. That if you're a guy or a gal, depending who's watching this, and you have some culture, some knowledge all over the world, you're going to find a bunch of people, a great network in order to mingle, hang out with. At least that has been my experience in Argentina. So very good people overall, and Argentinian women have a lot of culture, and actually they have a very big reading culture over there. So on that regard, Argentinian women, very cool and very knowledgeable people. Reason number 4 is that they don't play games. They don't play around. Something that that if you're dating in Latin America, you have some experience dating in Latin America. Women here, especially the younger ones, well, this thing is changing a little bit, is that women like to play games in Latin America. Maybe they are, they don't want to look like they are promiscuous, anything like that. They want to play this particular plausible deniability. Well, in Argentina, Argentinian women are less like that. I mean, still are like that, but less like that compared to women in other places in Latin America. So on that regard, you're not going to waste your time playing stupid little games, this, like that. You're going to get flaked, something like that. That also happens in Argentina. Trust me on that. But it's going to be less likely regarding. So if If an Argentinian girl likes you, you're gonna know it. If they don't like you, you're gonna know it as well. So I've been there, done that, by the way. So on that regard, you're not gonna waste your time. And even in the worst case scenario, when you hang out with women that, I mean, it's not a match, you don't have a match over there, at least you're gonna have a cool experience and you're not gonna waste your time on these stupid little games that women like to play out, especially in Latin America, but in Argentina is less likely to happen. And reason number 5 is that they are more independent. And when I say they are more independent, I mean, I'm not going to say, like these women in the United States, I don't need no man, I'm independent, things like that. No. Well, they kind of are like that. But when I say this, they are more independent, I said it on a nice way, on a positive way, regarding that if, for instance, let's say you have dated in Colombia. In Colombia, women, that happens a lot, by the way, I don't want to bash Colombian females, but usually when they have any little problem, oh, can you help me do like that? Can you help me do this? Can you help me on that? And there are a bunch of jokes in Twitter that women like to, get some money. Oh, please, my phone broke and I need money for a new phone. Or hey, I need money to solve this particular issue. Or please, can you help me? Women are very needy on that regard in Latin America and places like Colombia, for instance. But in Argentina are less like that compared to the rest of Latin America. So that's very good news. Usually they are more independent with their finances and or just doing everyday things like that. Of course, if you can offer your help, if you see any particular issue, they will be grateful if you do so. But they're not going to have this particular little girl, childish necessity of getting, something from you, anything like that. So on that regard, very cool. Argentinian women, shout out to you. You are, they are go-getters. And there you go, 5 reasons for dating Argentinian women. And please, this is just, food for thought. Don't take it seriously. This is just general experiences. And also, if you think that I'm just painting a perfect rosy picture about Argentinian women, I'm going to do next the 5 reasons for not dating Argentinian women. But just for today, shout out to you if you're watching this from Argentina. If you're an Argentinian female, good for you. Shout out to you. And if you're an Argentinian man, well, lucky you. You know what you have. And yet again, remember, don't take it seriously. It's just food for thought. Thank you for watching Continental Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. And if you want to work with us, continentalinsider.com. Thanks again, and have a nice day.